Welcome. Welcome to Tuesday night. First off, I want to thank your 1,000+ people that view the cat tree. Thank you. Thank you very much, the 1,000 and some odd people that view that cat tree. You know, I think everybody who has kitty cats in the house should get a cat tree house. During the day, they mostly up there all the time. But time for me to go take my kitty cat nap. A few of them sleeping on me. Hello, Yoakum. Welcome. Yes, I got my socks on. It's calling for some rain today and early in the morning. And I looked out where I took the rotary tiller and made me a little ditch about an inch to inch and a half from my front yard out to the creek. I shoveled at the end where I just took a shovel. That way you had a little drain going into the creek. So I hope everybody had a good Tuesday. Had pizza for lunch. Supper. Got to make a road trip tomorrow. I'll probably videotape it. And I want to thank your people here on YouTube. I'm sorry I ain't got my shirt on. And I think I'll put my kitty cat up there. I kind of miss Mama Blackie. She's a good mama kitty cat, just like all people who has pets. They're all good, no matter if dog, cats. If you live out on a farm, a cow, pig, goat, sheep, chickens. I've seen people on videos that got chickens in the house for their pets. That's pretty good. And I've been in there watching court TV because Larry Foreman on his X account said he was supposed to have been on there at 9 o'clock tonight, and he still ain't on. I said, well, it's 10 o'clock. I better come close to it. I got 9:58, so I know I'm a few minutes early, people. And I always want to remind you, we a YouTube family, not blood family. We YouTube family. We help each other out. And I looked at Sunday's Bob Joyce video, how many people watch it. I think 43 people watch it. God bless you all. That's the most that I had since I've been airing Bob Joyce for almost a year now. And hello, RM. People, I'm going to say, I know today's Tuesday. I always got to say that when RM's on here. You people that goes to doctors, the hospital, nursing home to visit your loved ones, thank a nurse. Thank them for their service. They can be a lieutenant, captain, or whatever in the armed forces. Them nurses they can get PTSD too because of their job. They don't get paid enough. It takes special people in the nursing field to take care of us old people and kids, people with heart attacks, kids with cancer, and newborn babies. It's premature. It takes very special nurses to put up with it. So anytime you see a nurse, people, thank them for their service. They don't get it enough. And RM there, he is a nurse. I try to talk about nurses all the time. And I also tell you people out there, if you're in a truck stop or you got a CB radio on channel 19, thank a truck driver for their service. Because if it wasn't for the truck drivers, people, we wouldn't have what we got right now. Our clothes, our food, our vehicles, our houses, our TVs, our computers, our cell phones. So I want you all to thank the truck drivers. You got male and female truck drivers. So thank them for their service. You know, they don't really get enough out there, people. Oh, that Pepsi Zero tastes real good. Yeah, people, I'm not getting paid to talk about Pepsi Zero because I like Pepsi products. Some of you might like the other stuff. But the reason I talk about Pepsi Zero is because I'm a type 2 diabetic. And that's how come I talk about it. And to educate you all. I've been seeing on the internet some schools, students is driving their tractors to school on the last day of school. I don't know what state it is, but that's very nice. I know when I was in school, certain times of the year, you got to excuse absent if you lived on a farm, you know, picking up straw, hay, corn, and stuff like that. You got out of school to do that. I don't think they do it now, but that's how it was back over 50 years ago. And that's pretty good. Or they are used to also, it's time to strip tobacco. They will let you out of school where you can strip tobacco and hang it up in the barn. Some of your people that could remember tobacco growing out in the country. Now you got corn, you got wheat, hay and straw. You know, that's nice. And I had something I was going to talk about, but I can't remember what it was. I done told you about let's see one I can find on the TV apps. Hmm. Okay, people, in case you don't hear it on your news station, if I could bring it up and show you, I can't know if I do that unless I on my camera. Wow. This is the Louisville jail. Louisville jail in Louisville, Kentucky. Tuesday, May the 20th of this year, a man was found dead Tuesday morning while in his cell at the Louisville jail. The city blah, 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 sports person said Tuesday that a 43-year-old man was found unconscious just after 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time in the housing unit at the Louisville Metro Department of Correction. Officers respond to the beginning of the life-saving measure along with medical staff. People, this is not the first one. This is May. I think there have been a couple other people. There's usually 10 to 30 people died a year in that jail. I'm just letting you know that. But it was on, let's see, what WDRB TV in Louisville, Kentucky. It's also on WLKY TV in Louisville, Kentucky. And also as of 5 p.m. today, I told you that about the tornado that killed 19 people in Kentucky. Okay, here's what it says on WDRB. Tornado that leveled Kentucky town killed 19 was an EF4 with 170 mph wind, the National Weather Radio Service said. 19 people killed last week. And a helicopter got damaged. It was on the ground at the airport. I said it's probably a medical helicopter. And it is also said strong storms for some Tuesday afternoon. Excuse me. Strong storms for some Tuesday afternoon and evening. That was at 3:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And like I say, I was watching Court TV on TV because Larry Foreman is supposed to have been on there tonight. That's the DUI guy. They were talking about Karen Reed. I watched a video that they showed of Karen Reed SUV sitting in front of the house. The tail light was red, not clear. That shows that the police department in Kenton broke the tail light and scattered the tail light out. If you watched the video, you saw it was all red. So why is the Kenton Police Department there framing Miss Reed? Why are they protecting the police officer that killed him in the house? I was trying to make it out what this idiot, I call him an idiot because he said he got a degree in this and that about, the black box, airplanes got black boxes, jets and like that. Automobiles got computers in there and it can tell everything. And the guy was testifying about rolling back the timeline to match the cell phone data. That idiot to me was committing perjury. If you watch Karen Reed's story, you probably find out more about Karen Reed's story if you go to Turtle Boy's YouTube channel. Be prepared for X-rated. It's not PG because he does cuss a little bit, but if that wasn't for Turtle Boy, we probably would never hear about Karen Reed. And for that, they showed 48 hours on Court TV. How many of you remember David Cam from Indiana in Ford County? Supposedly killed his wife and 2 kids. Went to trial 3 times. And the 3rd time found him not guilty. This African American guy, what's his name? Bonnet or the Bone, T-Bone, or whatever he's called. He's the one that killed his wife and 2 children. And the prosecutor in the first trial was Stan Faith. He wasn't that good a prosecutor. There was other evidence that shows somebody else killed David Cam's wife and 2 kids back over 10 years ago. You can look it up, David Cam. He used to be an Indiana State Trooper. And I know David Cam when he was a state trooper because he was out of Sellersburg Post, which is around the 9-mile marker. If you don't know what Sellersburg, Indiana is. And the jury found him not guilty on number 3 because the prosecutor in the other 2 trials brought things up that should never have been brought up. And that's what screwed it up. I knew the first trial they brought up supposedly he had a love affair with some women. You can't bring it up. That makes you guilty no matter what. But I know David Cam and the state police back there then is not that perfect. You had bad police officers. And that black guy, Bonet or whatever, he said he didn't do it. David Cam done it. And them 2 never did meet. It just, police officers, they're going to make enemies. There's nothing in David Cam's reports that he ever ran into him, gave him a ticket or arrest him or anything like that. His wife had Benet's skin underneath her nails. And the prosecutor at that time knew it wasn't David Cam's DNA. And the blood spatter that was on the T-shirt, they knew that wasn't David Cam. The palm print, they knew that wasn't David Cam's. people does get screwed in the court system. You know, you know, like I say, I listened to David Cam's trial, through other places. And the evidence wasn't there, reasonable doubt. And I knew you couldn't bring this up or that up. Let's go back to Mama Blackie, because I still miss her. I miss Mama Blackie. I know some of you have lost pets, dogs, cats, or birds. Some of you might have goldfish, or you got your favorite fish in the tank that you treat them just like your own kid. And, but, that's all I do all day is watch videos when I'm not taking cat naps. Got up, went outside, feed the cats. Been watching the kitty cats in the tree house, or the cat tree house, whatever you want to call it. But people, when I took that tree house, cat tree, and put it in the bedroom, the kitty cats were kind of like trying to sneak up on it, like trying to catch a bird or a mouse. It'd sneak out, and all at once it jumped back. And it's they love it. And the mama cat you saw in the short video, that's Margaret. And Kathy and Nancy in the penthouse. Kathy's the, I guess you call it a yellow or orange cat, and the other one was Nancy, which is Margaret's second born. And you saw Margaret hitting that ball, like that. She had a good time. She's the only one I saw do that. But, if there's school tomorrow, people, watch out for the yellow buses on the way to school, on the way home. If school's out, have a good time with your kids. I know you have to work, but, love your kids. Let them cut the grass. That's what I used to do when I was young. Cut the grass on Friday or Saturday, but couldn't cut it on Sunday because that was the Lord's Day. You couldn't do that. Back when I was young, on Sundays, there was no grocery store open, no Circle K, no Burger King, no Taco Bell, Subway. They all was closed on Sundays because that was the Lord's Day. That shows you how much it's changed since I was young. But that's okay. People, if you're in California, around Bakersfield, Audubon Court, and Fairfax Road, it looked like they got an accident. On the scene is Engine 42 and MS 42 at the scene in Kern County, if you up there. Because I got let's see, what's that called? Pause point. It, people, you look on your app. It's called PULSE Point. Pause point. In the state you live in, see if there's one real close to you where you can catch up on wrecks or house fires, stuff like that. You know, I got Clark County, I got Bakersfield, California on here where I can see what goes on in Bakersfield, California. It don't look like I'm going to be on here too long because there's not anybody on here right now. So I want to thank you people who watched that short video of the cat tree. Over 1,000 views. Thank you very much. That's the highest views I got on any video that I know of. So thank you. That shows me there's a whole lot of pet lovers out there, and maybe cat lovers. God bless you all. But I'm going to cut this short. You know, I usually try to stay on an hour, but I'm not going to do it tonight because I got to get up early in the morning. Got to leave around 8 or 8:30 to make the 10 o'clock doctor's appointment because it's over in Kentucky. I don't know where the blankety blank I'm going. And got to take somebody over there because they don't have doctors like that over here in Indiana for some reason. That makes me mad. And but I don't know. I hope it don't rain because I don't like driving in the rain, especially if you have to drive on 65. You know, you got 3 lanes and you got to go across the bridge. And I just don't like driving in rain or snow. And I like I say, I want to thank you all. Also, the people that watch Bob Joyce Sunday. It was 43 views. Thank you all. That's the highest I got on Bob Joyce. Thank you. Thank you very much. And, you know, we're a YouTube family. That's what I like about YouTube. And people, I'm in my 70s. I'm bored. 4 heart attacks, high blood pressure, type 2 diabetes, arthritis, back problems. I'm bored. You know, maybe I should get on here during the day, you know, but I'm usually watching my 9 o'clock TV shows, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, you know, TV shows, you know, like Perry Mason, Matlock, Heat of the Night, the Waltons, and that's about what I do every day. So I want to thank you all very much for being with me today. Because you all, we just a YouTube channel. So I want to thank you all for joining me tonight. Peace. You all take it easy. God loves you. And you all have a great week. Be careful when you're driving. So catch you all later. I love you. God bless you all.